Stay up in the house, always on the game, man.
Gang, YouTube, what's going on with y'all boys, man? In this video, I'm bringing y'all my 6'3 PG build that I made last week. Not even gonna take up too much of y'all time. All I ask for is a like. Let's get this video to 20 likes so I can drop my new lockdown build as well. And yeah, let's get straight into it. All right, so look, we have point guard, obviously 6'3, 203 for the weight, 6'3 for the wingspan. Now this gonna play a big part in like whether you really want to go for this type of style or not, you know what I'm saying? Having the weight up high. Now a thing about the builder, right? I wanted to go 6'4. I wanted to make a Jordan Poole type build. I guess you could still consider this one, but it's more so, you know, for comp shit too. But I went with 6'3 heavily, and it's mainly due to the weight and what comes with the 6'3 versus what comes with the 6'4, and I'll probably make a vid on that. But the style in which I make my builds, you know, it's probably different from most YouTubers. Maybe not, but you know, I'm big on having layup. I was big on having layup last year in 2K23, and it same thing this year, right? So getting into the build, y'all see the close shot is a 62, 87 driving layup, 87 gives us that fearless finisher on gold. You see we already have all these other, you know, good badges. I wanted to go for a 91 layup, but you know, I valued other things more importantly, so I went with the 87 to still get fearless finisher on gold, to still finish at the rim, go up against, you know what I'm saying, bigger dudes, and then still be able to convert contact layups. So fearless finisher on gold is a great badge to have. It was last year too, so I really rock with it. And 91 gives us that silver. 91 gave us the gold slithery, but like I said, we couldn't get that. I value something else over that. Now you can see this build gets 51 standing dunk, so we have no driving dunk, right? But if we're ever in the paint, or y'all know like the standing dunk glitch or whatever, we can do that with the higher. You really just need a 45, but might as well just put the rest of my points right here on standing dunk. So I went with that. And we got a 51. Moving into the shooting, we have an 80 mid-range. I really wanted that 84 for gold midi magician, but we went with the 94 three-pointer. Now you could go 92, just take what I made as a template, you know, and do your thing, but I wanted the 94 for Agent 3s on gold, right? So that's why I went with it. I figured, you know, 92 is only good to have, you know, limitless range on silver, but I really want Agent 3s on gold. So that's why I went with that. Free throw 80, because I like to get free points on silver. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of mistimed free throws going in the rec currently in the pro-am, so you know, might as well, you know, get that badge up if you're going to be in the pro-am. Moving on to the playmaking, passing is a 77. Now being a point guard, I feel like you do need needle thirder, especially if you're going to be in the rec, pro-am, whatever. Even in the park, you know what I'm saying, like I said, being the point guard, primary ball handler, I feel like you need a decent passing. It's not an 85 like my 6'7", but a 77 will do just good. I have a 77 on my lock, and he gets the passes where it needs to be. So I went with 77 for my PG, just so we can go, you know, higher on other stats as well. The ball handle is a 95, so we get the good animations like Steve Francis, and you know, just getting, you know, extra badges as well. Now you can see what comes with this 95 ball handle, like blow by on gold, handles for days Hall of Fame, killer combo, speed booster on go or Hall of Fame, unpluckable gold, and Hall of Fame make or breaker. You know what I'm saying? Physical handles, all that. We're gonna get into those badges too, on other attributes. But moving on to speed with ball. Speed with ball is a 91. Now I did this to get Hall of Fame hyperdrive and Hall of Fame speed booster. I really wanted to test out Hall of Fame blow by, which I probably will later on in the year, but you got to have a high ball handle, like a 97. We have a 95. I really don't feel like any build with a high like 98, like for unpluckable Hall of Fame, I don't think any of those builds was really gonna go too crazy. Like, I know you can have a high mid-range with a 98 and stuff like that, but your 3 balls probably only be like an 80 something, and you won't be able to do like a dunk or a layup with it for real and have defense. So I don't know how. I'll dive into that in another video, or maybe later in the year, trying to make that type of build. But I know Kyrie Irving template build has it, and his template build is just decent, but it could be better. But yeah, we have Hall of Fame Hyperdrive, Hall of Fame Speed Booster, and that's what I went for on this build in particular. So if you want to go for that, you know what I'm saying, you will have to have a 95 a ball handle and a 91 speed with ball. That's, you know, some of the requirements you have to have for those badges. Now, Moving on to the defense, we have no defense, right? This is a PG for rec, not really for, you know, 3v3 or 2v2. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can test your luck, but you better have a dog with you as far as a lock or a big man. So, you know, yeah, test your luck. Now, moving to the physicals. Now, this is going to be controversial for some. There's a big thing going on Twitter right now. I would go to Twitter, but I don't want this video to be too long. But basically, people are comparing, you know, well, people are evaluating whether acceleration is worth it or not. Now, me personally, right, I spent days on days trying to make the build that I wanted to make for my PG, right? Like I said, I wanted to go 6'4". Doing the testing and seeing, you know, what may be worth it or not, to get a speed booster on Hall of Fame, right? This is a badge that I knew I wanted on Hall of Fame, and this is what I went for. So to get that, you would have to go for a 93 acceleration, and you still had to have a 90, or you still had to have a 91 speed with ball. Now, one thing that I noticed or seen on Twitter was someone said that your lateral quickness is tied into your speed. So with having a low perimeter defense, you can still move if you have a good speed, right? Because your lateral quickness is tied into your speed. So I went with speed and lower acceleration, and I'm like, the debate that's going on Twitter is showing, like, it's visual clips that you're still moving. Like, some people have 70 type accelerations, like 77, 74. Like, even my 6'7", he's moving, you know what I'm saying? So, and he doesn't have, I think he has like a 80 something acceleration, but it's not too high. So my 6'3", you know what I'm saying, I feel like it was just best to go with the speed, right? And you see what we get: Hall of Fame hyperdrive, Hall of Fame speed booster, right? 92 speed, 84 acceleration. I'm still moving, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I went with, and that was before even seeing the testing videos and stuff. Like, I made this build like maybe 4 or 5 days ago. So yeah, like, it's really not that bad. And he's still moving, like I said. Now, another thing, going into the strength, man, 73 strength. So I knew that I wanted to have fearless finisher. You have to have a decent strength, or, you know, 67 strength to get fearless finisher on gold. Right? Or yeah, you had to have a 67 to get it on gold. And another badge that I really wanted was physical handles. Now, you have to have a 73 to get physical handles on gold. The other badge, or the other build, the 6'4", I couldn't get physical handles on gold no matter how I tried to. Like, I couldn't get that and tried to have like a high ball handle, a high 3. Like, I couldn't, it's not possible, right? So you really, like, I really couldn't get what I wanted on a 6'4", and so that's what it forced me to go 6'3". If I'm being honest, it forced me to go 6'3". And I'm not mad at it. I just, the 6'4", it gives me the height advantage, and then, you know, playing defense with a 6'4" and stuff like that. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I get physical handles on gold. I get fearless finisher on gold. I still get speed booster and all of that, like I wanted on Hall of Fame. I got the 94 3-ball that I wanted, right? The 95 ball handle and things like that. And I still have a great layup, you know what I'm saying, to still finish floaters and all of that. And I'm liking it so far as the gameplay. I've played a couple rec games. I haven't had like a great rec game just yet, but due to playing with like randoms and things like that. But when I did play with my squad, I only got one game in and I got banned. So I really haven't been able to get into the rec with this build like I wanted to. But you can see the comparisons, man. Trey Young, Steve Nash, Darius Garland, and I think those are great comparisons, man. But yeah, man, make sure you guys leave a like if you enjoyed the content, man. Sub up if you're new. Even if you're not new, turn on post notifications so y'all know when I go live, post new vids like this. We going up, like I said. Continue to show love. We live on Twitter every day, you know what I'm saying, if you want to hit me up. You know what I'm saying, I go live on Twitch as far as streaming. I go live on YouTube as well. So make sure you turn on the post notifications so y'all know when to join up, you know, come rock with me in the streams. But other than that, man, y'all have a blessed one. I'm going to the next one. Peace.